Check, 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 check. I've got game audio. I see my microphone moving. I think we're good to go. Hi, everybody. It's Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to another riveting edition of Adventures After Dark. I'm excited to be here. I've been looking forward to playing all day. The time is finally here. A lot of exciting stuff coming to Middle Earth. And probably none of it I'll be touching tonight, but that's okay. We'll have a good time anyway. Been talking to a lot of folks who are enjoying playing the new Brawler class. Great to hear. We talked about the new legendary item system again last week, and again, everybody I talked to seems pretty happy with that. Well done, Standing Stone Games. We appreciate the overhaul of that long-standing game system. And, yeah. So I'm going to keep pushing on with Lenorian. She's an elf. She's 112th level. She's a minstrel on Arkenstone. And I have just been catching up the epic storyline. We skipped past some stuff, and I wanted to go back and touch on it. One of the reasons of which was I wanted to get my Antfulus Crystals of Remembrance, which I no longer need. But that's okay. We've done some content that got her into Mordor, and I just wanted to make sure that the epic caught up to where she was on landscape. The epic storyline is always fun to follow, and you know, if you skip some of it, you might regret it and have to go back and play it anyway. So my advice is don't skip it the first time, and yeah, just enjoy going through it. And I'm looking at the wrong chat channel. There's always one thing I forget to do before I start a stream. Tonight I did not pull up Lotro Stream chat on Chatty, so let me fix that right now. I'm not a smart man. So I don't think anybody's been shouting me out or saying howdy just yet. And if you have, my apologies. Nope, looks like the chat channel is clear after all, so that's okay. Rockhead's coming in. I'm here. Hey, Ed. Hello, Rockhead. How are you, bud? Oh, there's one other thing I need to do. And that's pop a cold one. An icy cold Coke Zero. Delicious and refreshing. So, yeah, the epic storylines got me at Henneth and noon. Fall Festival is here. They need me for something. This other thing needs me for something. I haven't done any of that yet. I should probably look at it at some point. Travel to the party tree. Never a bad suggestion, but that dog will probably have to wait. But at least I got a Fall Festival token. I could read the guide to the Harvest Math Festival, or I could throw the guide away and make room in my bags. I think I'm going to need two anyway. What are those boxes? Reclamation scrolls. I am pretty severely tapped for pack space. See if we can turn some stuff in right down here. I think the task item board is down here with the Rangers. Malin checking in. Hark, is that a Big Ed I see? Hi, Malin. How the heck are you? And hello to all of the people watching the streams on YouTube. Again, I'm just delighted at how many people are using the replay to either while away the time at school or at work or while stranded at a bus station or while in a minimum security cell where they're allowed to keep their phones. Wherever you're watching, I'm just glad you're getting to enjoy some Lotro vicariously. And there's not a task board down here. And I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been down here turning in tasks anyway, so I guess I shouldn't be too shocked by that. But maybe the task board's up outside, or maybe there's not one here. I don't remember for sure. Lord Smooch is checking in. It's definitely getting to be fall here. High of the low 50s and rain. Yeah, it was cold and rainy for a good part of the week. Tomorrow we're going to get one last taste of early fall, and then it gets cold again. But it's been rainy and windy here. That's okay. I don't mind the change of seasons, especially around Halloween. You don't want it to still feel like summer when it's Halloween. We had the office Halloween party where the employees bring their kids in to trick or treat around the office, which is always good because that means there's plenty of candy around the office. But my boss took her giant bowl of candy home with her at the end of the day today. Like, you're not taking the stash. And she's like, yeah, it's only here for the month of October. I was like, that's probably for the best. Okay, there's not a task board here. And we have confirmed that I am an idiot. Let's see what we have for quests at least. Epic storyline. Do I not have any epic storyline? The highest ranked one, oh, there it is. Got book 13 and book 14. So I looked up and saw volume 3, book 4, and it's Rise of Isengard. I'm like, that can't be it. But let's see what 13 is. The Tale of Helm's Dyke. I know the Tale of Helm's Dyke. Why is that a thing? Well then what's this other one? Book 14. Base of Orthanc. Well, this is all old stuff too. Talk to Mary. Treebeard. Uh-oh. What if I'm out of epic storyline and I have to get back to work out in Mordor? Looks like that might be the case, actually. Prisoners of War. One massive problem. Big Ed is a living encyclopedia of WoW, Lotro. Yeah, I don't know that much about either. Malin says, I did get my new CLX computer, though. Awesome. Delrin says, evening, was thinking about giving Lotro a try. Figured this was the best way to check it out. You are not wrong. Watching my stream proves that any idiot can play Lotro and be successful. And there's a lot of good streamers that are also on the channel. Lotro Stream is the official channel of Standing Stone Games, the game's developer. Cordovan, the community manager, streams on here at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, on Fridays, and he was on earlier today. Corey Olson, aka the Tolkien Professor, streams on here. Now that's a guy who actually he teaches college level courses on Tolkien and is an expert on all things Middle Earth. Lots of good knowledgeable streamers, lots of good knowledgeable players in chat too. So this is a great channel to come to if you have a question or you want advice about something. And frankly, one of the benefits of me streaming here is the viewers actually keep me informed and tell me stuff I don't know all the time. If I have two claims to fame, it are these. I do know a fair amount about the fishing system in Lotro, and am pretty good at that, and I know where to get the trophies and where to catch which kind of fish. And the fishing system is surprisingly good in Lotro, and I think it's underappreciated by most of the players who find it a bit dull to fish. And that's okay. One of the great things about Lotro is you can play it your way. You can go raiding, and you can go deep into dungeons and skirmishes and do tier 3, 4, and 5 raids and get all the elite loot. Or you can play socially and just have fun running around on landscape, completing story quests. You can join an in-game band and just enjoy hanging out and playing music for people. You can... Yeah, it's true, Nick. I wouldn't lie about that. SKDX Killer, a recovering Lotro stream team member, hanging out in chat. How was your Friday today, Nick?
We're gonna have a new rule, Ed. We can't ask me about my day anymore.
Okay.
It's
That's
gonna,
either a really good thing or a really bad thing.
it's a very bad thing.
Okay, well, I will look forward to hearing more when we are not on
Well,
Lotro stream.
there are good things too. My
Okay.
plumbing is still not an issue, so
Okay.
but just hanging out.
Cool. Well, glad you stopped by. And
Very
Malin says
bored
the
still
fishing
without
system in
power.
UO is nothing to sneeze at either, I found. Good. Sorry, what were you saying?
Gore still without power. We got hit with a nor'easter.
Oh,
Nor'easter last week
man,
or whatever.
yeah, he didn't make it Wednesday night. I can't believe he's still without power 2 days
Yeah,
later.
apparently, I lost power for like 4 hours.
That's no fun. Well, to those of you who are on the East Coast and have been suffering through storms and power outages, Mrs. Mustafa said we lost our power here, but it was for like 10 or 15 minutes this morning. It was probably just maintenance doing something stupid. Yeah, well, at least I'm glad you've got power back. Hopefully Gore can get to someplace warm and safe and comfortable with electricity. So what do you think, Nick? Should I go looking for the Mumak out here in North Athelion, or should I just head into Mordor?
What do you want to do? I have no idea.
I don't know what I want to do either. I have caught up on Epic Storyline.
Well, I just wanted to stop in and say hello, but I'm gonna go lay down.
All right, man.
Peace.
We'll give Nick a shout out. Last seen playing Rocket League. Nick streams occasionally. His brother Nate streams a lot more. Twitch Pro Shock. Yeah, you can pop by and say hi to Nick and throw him a follow. And he's been playing Rocket League and New World, and occasionally jump some Apex with us and play some Lotro. Delrin says, I take it if I wanted to be a high elf, the starter bundle is the best way to go? It's a great question. I honestly don't know the answer to that. I was talking about the things that I know about, one of which is fishing in Lotro. The other one is the free-to-play system in Lotro. I've never spent a nickel of my own money on this game. I played in beta, and I had a free beta invite, and I thought it was very well polished. It was a pretty game with nice music. And frankly, I found going through the starter area in Arid Loon at the time, at the original launch, a little bit dull. I didn't see a whole lot that I thought was original at the time, and didn't really give the game too much of a chance. But I was playing a couple of other things back when it was new, 2007, I believe it was. And, I chose not to subscribe, and I didn't come back to Lotro until after it went free to play. And because being free to play was one of the things that motivated me to come back and check it out, I've just never gone VIP. There's lots of benefits to VIP. I would recommend going VIP. You don't necessarily want to play Lotro the way I play Lotro. I tend to be a bit more patient than other people. I've got pretty much the whole map unlocked. There's one or two regions I need to buy, but I'm not playing them yet, so I haven't worried about it too much. But I've got the Lotro points to get them whenever the mood strikes. and I've got most of the character classes. I don't have a high elf. I don't have a stout axe dwarf. I don't have a Bjorning. Just I, lack of interest. I've got a lot of other characters, and just haven't felt the need to add an additional race. I have friends who have Bjorning, who play Bjorning, who like Bjorning. They're having fun with it. I wouldn't try talking anybody out of getting Bjorning, getting High Elf, getting Stout Axe Dwarf. They do offer some more play options. High Elves can be captains. Normally only humans can play captain. And then Stout Axe Dwarves can be burglar. And burglar is super fun. If you haven't played a burglar before, you definitely need to try it. Oh, nice. Most of my DDO points came from free to play. Wasn't sure how the deeds compared. Um, yeah, each of the zones has a deed log, and you can go through, knock out the deeds in each region, and rack up the Lotro points to spend in the store. You can unlock advanced skills. You can unlock expansions. You can unlock new quest areas. And you can do pretty much everything in the game free to play. It's great in that regard. So, if you're the kind of player that wants to take one main character and get them to level cap as fast as you can, you're not going to want to play free to play. It just happened that the way I wanted to play worked well with free to play. And I started out with pretty much one of each character class and just kind of leveled them up all together. They were on a couple of different servers, and I split them into what I call crafting circles, where each character had a different vocation that was appropriate to their class, or beneficial for their class, I should say. And then I just leveled them all up together, and they were able to trade crafting materials and make gear for one another and help each other out. And by doing it that way, I had so many Lotro points that when I needed to unlock a new region, when I needed to add new skills, I had the points. It wasn't a big deal. But not everybody wants to play that way, and I understand that. So, like I said, there is a variety of ways to play Lotro, and you can choose whatever suits you. Host of the West rep. I think I still need some. Let's see what we've got for stuff to turn in. Rusted scimitars, no. Shattered hatchets, possibly? Nope. Damaged fur, no. I'm going to be looking for 100th level stuff. Reeking filth. Too high. Looks like everything's either too high or too low. Yeah, I go from 93rd to 105th level on the task items. That's weird. Okay, we'll have to turn those in someplace else. Not a major crisis, but I would like to free up some pack space at some point. That Rose Girl says, wow, respect to you for playing that way. Must have taken very long. Yeah, when I came back to the game, it was probably a year after it went free to play. Everybody else had already pushed out. And one of the things that's nice about Lotro is if you're coming to the game late, all the players are what we jokingly refer to as altaholics. I'm not particularly rabid about it, and I have characters on every server that's free to English-speaking players, and they're of all different levels, all different classes, and a lot of times I'll hop onto a particular server to play with friends, or, you know, it might be fun, I think I want to run through this area again. And you go do different things on different servers with different characters, and I think that's typical of a lot of players. So if you're just new to the game, if you're just starting out, you're still not going to be alone. You can go out to Arid Lewin or the Shire, and there's going to be characters running around. There's going to be people looking to fellow up to get through certain areas and certain quests, and you're not going to have trouble finding a casual pickup group to run with. And that keeps the game viable for brand new players, which is really terrific. So, Freelancer said, who would ever do it that way? Clearly, only an idiot, Freelancer. How's it going, bud? Yeah, we missed you Wednesday. We were playing Adventures on Evernight, and Freelancer and Hardhit and I were running around out in Eastern Rohan just getting some Slayer deeds done. And Freelancer just dropped off the earth on us. So I thought you must have just had ISP trouble or something. But yeah, that Rose Girls, it's just a matter of kind of adapting the game to how you want to play it and finding what you enjoy. And that's worked for me. And I've got my champion on Arkenstone here is at level cap, and I've got a bunch of characters that are pretty close to level cap. But my experience has been that there's nothing really magical at endgame that is worth rushing to get. Lotro's very much about the journey rather than the destination, so my advice is take your time, explore the game, explore Middle-earth, and enjoy some great storytelling. Standing Stone Games does a fantastic job of weaving original stories throughout Tolkien's previous works, and they do it in a way that's fun and interesting, and you get to interact with characters you're familiar with occasionally. But you get to go out and do your own thing and learn a lot more about Middle-earth, and it's best to be savored rather than gobbled up. There were both technical and non-technical issues that impacted my evening. No problem, Freelancer. It happens to all of us. So I guess we're going to start with inventory management, because I am just choking on stuff at the moment, which is not uncommon for me. Ooh, an Anorian hide. That's fantastic. Burnt ear. So I guess what I can do, I'm going to Mordor anyway. This is an easy problem to fix. We'll go to the Kin House, which is going to pop me all the way back to Breland. Apulu rating! Hello, Apulu Felgar, also a recovering Lotro Stream Team member, and a genuinely swell guy. Apulu was even playing Lord of the Rings online. Hello, Apulu. Shout out and much love for Apulu. He's been well acquainted with the Lotro community for a long time. He streams some other stuff too. A little bit of Star Trek Online occasionally, and some other things. Has he been overeating? I don't know. So what do we want to turn in? What do I have a bunch of? Rusted scimitars. See if I've got anything for Dol Amroth. I'd really like to get the rep finished with Dol Amroth so I can get the travel point back to there. I just like Dol Amroth. Pitted sword sheaths. I got a few of those. Shattered hatchets. I got a few of those. Alright, let's just do Dol Amroth shattered hatchets till I free up a couple of bag spaces here. One of the things I am famous for are the 5 Tedments of quality Lotro streaming. Those Tedments include Thou shalt fish, Thou shalt craft, Thou shalt do thy task items, Thou shalt manage thy inventory, and Thou shalt eat on camera. Because we are Lotro players and we all are secretly hobbits on the inside, we love to talk about food, and I'm sure we will do that at several points in tonight's stream. And I am not shy about going ahead and nourishing myself. If I'm going to be on here for 3 or 4 hours playing, I need to snack. I had dinner quite a bit earlier tonight. It was fairly light. A couple of sloppy joes, a few potato chips, and hopefully at some point Mrs. Mustafa will take pity on me and bring me a snack. We will see. Always eating, yes. Oh, you called him a swell guy. Well, he is enthusiastic about food, so yeah. I think I've actually dropped a couple of pounds, which is a good thing. I was working at home through the COVID pandemic, and having a bored Mrs. Mustafa sitting around the house with nothing to do but bring you food and snacks while you're working isn't good for the waistline. I don't know how much weight I picked up, but I'm looking forward to losing some of it. Plus, I normally spend my summers running around out at the park chasing toy airplanes, and I did not get to do nearly enough of that this summer, so. Okay, I don't want to turn in sword sheaths. I was trying to get 2 full stacks of shattered hatchets gone. So we can still manage that. Alright, now my task limits are reached. So must have accidentally turned in some pitted sword sheaths by mistake. And that's why I don't have any open pack slots still. That's not a good thing. Collect shattered hatchets, 9 of 10. I guess I can cancel that. Okay then. We just got to shovel out from all this stuff. Task items are important, boys and girls, because they do a number of wonderful things for you. You earn experience points, item experience points. Occasionally you might earn war steed experience points. You gain reputation with whatever faction you choose to turn them in for. You earn titles, you earn cosmetics, and most importantly, it helps get junk out of your bags. So, yeah, task item turn-ins. Do them every day on every character you can.
How can I be of service?
Only good things happen when you turn in task items. She is the bestest, Mrs. Mustafa. Any tips to lose weight? A waist is a terrible thing to mind. Exactly, freelancer. So, vendor stuff? No, that's no fun. You don't get any experience points from that. The only thing you get if you vendor stuff is some copper and silver. What fun is that? So I did get one of these universal optional crafting ingredients. And those do come in handy, I suppose, if you're actually crafting. I like crafting. I am looking forward to them making it useful again at some future point. Have not felt the need to craft much for a long time. Haven't seen a whole lot of benefit on higher level characters. That's just my opinion. Your mileage may vary. If you're crafting more and enjoying it more, then terrific. More power to you. We got Doomfold ingots, Thillion crops. Got a bunch of this stuff. Now I haven't. I think I was hoping Chromite might wander by and decide to talk me through optimizing my legendary weapons on my minstrel, and that hasn't happened. I think Chromite's been busy on Friday nights, or he'd rather fake his own death than hang out with me. I get that a lot from other people. Yeah, so I may just go ahead and decide to wing it. If nothing else, getting the new legendaries will help clean up some pack space for me. Because I'm just running out of ideas on what to do with some of this junk. Vendoring it may actually have to become an option at some point. And I suppose if I had to choose between drinking a Diet Pepsi or selling off my task items, honestly, I'd rather vendor my task items. So there are worse things in the world. Too bad you don't know any other minis. Well, do you feel like you're ready for expert legendary item advice? I always value your input, freelancer. You know that. The most precious resource in all of Middle Earth is open pack space. So, at some point, you just have to bite your lip and sell some stuff, I guess. Ponton Finberry says, I main a minstrel, but would be better for someone like Chromite to help. Yeah, I know. We've said his name at least 3 times. He should be popping in. But like I said, I think he might have a raid group or something he runs with on Fridays. I did not get a lot of bag space opened up yet.
Hello, friend. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I need you to buy some junk. Let's see what we have. Fused Aerlingus relics. Super excited about those. Handful Scroll of Delving, Scroll of Empowerment. My general impression is that stuff's useless and I should trash it, but I keep getting told that they might have a way to barter that soon. But it's like, you know, at some point I gotta get rid of it. Intriguing Filth, Shattered Spears. Ooh, eating ice cream with fudge. Very nice, Ponton. Told you we'd be talking about food sooner rather than later. I have 1 burnt ear, so that's a good candidate for putting up for sale. It's funny, I still need Dunland rep. What do I have, like 2 or 3 pack spaces open? That's fantastic. Alright, let's check and see what the hobbits have for me. Tome of Extraordinary Experience. That is fantastic. And I got 100 virtue points. So that's inventory management and task items done already. And we can loot these hides and sell them, because the last thing I need is more hides to store. I do not have a shortage of crafting material for any particular vocation. Alright, I got 2 open pack slots. I am ready to rock and roll. So, if I want to get to Mordor, it's pretty easy. Mandatory fun. Hello, Linda Tepler, aka Sorceress Zero. Welcome. In my opinion, having fun with Lotro is not mandatory, but if you're not having fun, you're probably doing it wrong. Hi, Pookie. Did you want to say hi to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
She's super excited to say hi to all of you. She has brought me the great golden gift of Totino's pizza rolls. I promised you there would be eating on camera. Here we go. Ooh, they're extra crunchy tonight. Hi, Tuxrabbis. These are the 3 meat. They are yummy and crispy. Rockhead says, hey, Mrs. Mustafa, pizza rolls often burn the roof of my mouth. And these are also rather hot. I did take the liberty of bringing some of my extra fishing trophies to the Academy Kin House. We've got the Darter Group trophy here. This is a spectacular looking trophy. If you catch all 9 species of darter, you're awarded the title of Darter Master and this wall trophy. That's actually my Darter Master trophy I hung up here. And then my Trout Group trophy. You know what I forgot is Lenorian has not gotten her Sturgeon trophy. If you catch all 9 species of trout, boom, Trout Master and the Trout Group trophy. So I will have to get that done so that they can enjoy more fishing trophies in the Academy Kin House. And we're going to take this mysterious door. I wonder where it leads. You just have to be patient, Rockhead. You know, you bite into them. You kind of nip the end off of one of the pillow sides here. Get it opened up and just kind of let it vent some of that heat out. And then it'll be good to go. I can't wait. So these quests aren't relevant or interesting, so let's remove them for now. We'll go back out to the quest log and see what I actually have queued up in Udun. Mordor Udun. We ride for Udun and for glory. I pinched them so they open on the side and drip Tabasco in them. Ooh, good call. What's life without a bit of burnt mouth? Exactly right. And while I'm thinking about it, for those of you who haven't had a chance to read any of Linda's books, you can check out one of her more recent works, Champions of Falaral. It's available at Amazon. And we gave a couple copies of that away when it was first published. That was fun. Although I later discovered that awarding a prize to somebody who lives in Germany from Amazon is a pain in the tuchus. But we did get it done. Working on the new one, Macradi, science fiction based. Cool. And I would be remiss if I did not shout out Tux Ramus. Last seen playing Valheim. Tux streams Lotro and some other games. and you should certainly throw him a follow and check him out. Also, as a side note, he does it all completely without Windows. Tux Ramus plays and streams on Linux, and is usually fairly happy to answer a question or two for anybody who's curious about that. But you can play and game without running Windows at all, and stream. And Tux Ramus is our proof of concept for that. He's been doing it a long time. And Linda tells me that he likes to talk about it, so... I had just ordered a new NVMe drive for me to put in my Linux box. Ooh, Soldier Slayer of Udun, complete. Nice, I'm glad I stopped to murder these guys. And right when I got home tonight, I went to the Airplane Club meeting. And when I got home, Mrs. Mustafa goes, I was just watching a video, and all of a sudden it stopped. And then this message came up, operating system not found. And I'm like, okay. And because I just built her a new computer, and it turned out fabulous, other than this particular thing I'm about to describe. Defeated an enforcer, 4 of 12. So I go check out her system, jump into the system BIOS. It's not even recognizing her brand new Kingston NVMe drive. And I mean, I just got the system up and running last Sunday. So yeah, if I have to RMA that drive already, I'm not going to be very happy. One of the reasons, I had an HP drive that I put in a friend's machine that died. Wasn't super quick, but I think he only got about 18 months, maybe 2 years of use out of it. And I got that warranty exchange. And I've had a team group drive die, but I buy a lot of team group stuff. It's good value for the money and normally very reliable, but I've had enough of them that having one of those go out wasn't a huge shocker just from the numbers. So I have a lot of friends I've put team group SSDs in their computers, and they're all still running fine. In fact, the good news is Mrs. Mustafa's old solid state disk drive was a team group SATA drive that I left in her machine for exactly this reason. So I went in and looked at the BIOS, and her new drive isn't even visible to the motherboard, which normally means the drive controller went belly up. I haven't done any real diagnostic work on it yet, though. I'll pull the drive, try it in a different motherboard, but I may have to go ahead and get that replaced already. Just super annoying. But, you know, it happens. It's the fun of building your own computers. At least I don't have to take it into some repair depot and wait 3 weeks for them to tell me that the hard drive died. So yeah, that was a little disappointing, but I just set her old SSD back up as the boot drive. Up came Windows, and she's happily back at her computer. So I'll get that sorted out here some other way. Or some other time, rather. War-weary Easterling. I must have already finished a quest to talk to those guys. Gorgoroth Wood. All part of the fun. Damn, can't shout Val out here. Val says, heading to bed, but wanted to stop in and say hi and throw up a lurk. Good luck on stream, Ed, and hello, chat. Val came in here because she knows she's safe from hard hit shouting her out. But I can shout her out, and I will. Val occasionally runs with us on Wednesday nights during Adventures of Evernight, and does quite a bit of Lotro streaming herself throughout the week. And last I heard, Monday she was actually streaming Star Wars The Old Republic, so you can throw her a like, a follow. Go check her streams out. She's always fun to hang out with. I can promise you the conversations are never dull. Hard Hit says, thank you, Ed. So, yeah, there's a possibility I may end up putting the drive I just ordered for the new Linux box into Mrs. Mustafa's machine and then waiting for her Kingston replacement. I may not have to do that because I've still got her old solid state drive, and frankly, I don't know if she notices the difference between an NVMe drive or a SATA drive anyway. But I wanted to replace it because I know her SATA drive's getting up there in years, and you know, if you leave an old drive in a computer long enough, it will go belly up eventually. To have the Kingston drive do it in less than a week, not what I expected. So, not real happy about that. Kingston's normally rock solid for reliability. Did not expect to have a problem with it, but it's like everything else. I'm pretty sure all of these solid-state disk drives are coming out of the same 2 or 3 factories, and it's like, what specs do you want? What do you want your label to look like? Okay, we'll make them and box them up for you. So whether you buy a what you consider to be a big brand name SSD or a no-name SSD, you're just as likely to have problems with the big brand name. They're ganging up on me. Well, I hope you're feeling better. The last time I talked to you, Val, you had a wicked gross head cold, I think, to use your own words. I still have a little bit of the sniffles myself. The weather's been changing pretty extremely. Summer switched into fall. We've had some wet weather. Then we had a high pressure front move in. It's been super windy the last couple days. So I'm not really sick. I feel okay. I feel pretty good actually, but just the sniffles, runny nose, a little bit of coughing and sneezing now and then as my sinuses change pressure. Oh, those guys are tougher than normal, and I was just going to say I need to be careful here. Oh, good, he's down too. I survived that fight, probably more easily than I should have. You are welcome, Val. Hopefully you're feeling better and you can get some rest. And, yeah, take care of yourself. We want you up and feeling good so next Wednesday you can come and bail us out of a jam. They did not make it. I don't know, there's a whole lot for me to do in here other than kill Easterlings, which I'm perfectly happy to do, but it looks like there's a ring above the sorcerer's head. So maybe we'll kill him and see what the ring says. And as long as there's 3 of them grouped together, I'll just hit them with some AoEs. Defeat sorcerers, 0 of 3. Two of 3. There's got to be another sorcerer over here somewhere, doesn't there? This dude is dazed and confused. Alright, he's not coming down off of that tent top. That's okay. We'll leave him there. No harm, no foul. She said she was feeling better to that. She streamed earlier, so hopefully on the up and up. That is good to hear. And yeah, I saw you corrected yourself with today, and so I went ahead and mispronounced it anyway for fun. Linda says, needs more pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows, giggles with evil. Everybody needs more pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. That's what we'd get if we ever let Arwen become Queen of Gondor. We have to stop her. Plus, every one of Aragorn's fight sequences after the marriage would be set to Aerosmith songs, and nobody wants that. Ooh, look at me level. I'm excited. This is my excited face. Like, yay, levels. There's a difference between being 102nd level and 103rd level. It's like night and day. It completely changes the game for me. I went ahead and used AoE attacks on him because he was standing there by himself. Thought it would abuse me. I was not wrong. I am stunned and surrounded by caltrops. Gorgoroth Ancient Artifact Chest. Let's see what's inside. What did I get? Tattered Doomfold Parchments. Well, that's pretty exciting. Did I ever get my third sorcerer is the question. I honestly wasn't paying that much attention. There's a sorcerer who respawned. Let's check him. Well, thanks for knocking him down, so I can't tell. You greedy jackwagon. This is why people don't like hunters. Quit shooting everybody. Yep, I didn't need one anyway. Okay, go kill them all. I don't care now. Why would you hit me? There's a perfectly good hunter to go pick on. Alright. I think I can finally really start tearing into these pizza rolls with Wanton Abandon. Okay, this is a little bit of a conundrum. I need to start picking up black book pages, but inventory. Black Uruk Enforcer. Defeat Uruk Enforcers and Sorcerers. Okay.
New Morgul blades and other evil implements were hewn from the cursed iron mined from the pit and hidden away in dark places. Who knows what evil is still locked away in these mountains?
Sean checking in. Hello, Calingweth. I am doing terrific. How are you, my friend? Heard it says, hi, cowboy. And OSU Cowboys coming in, says howdy, Ed. Hello, OSU Cowboys. I was wondering why Hard Hit said, hi, cowboy. Now I know. Two more fine gentlemen who also stream Lotro, and if you're not following them, shame on you. I've never asked before. I always assumed that OSU Cowboys probably lived in Oklahoma. But do you actually live in your namesake state, OSU Cowboys? Sean, you're welcome for the shout out. I'm just glad you're here, buddy. Sean even hangs out and watches me play Apex once in a while when I'm on my absolutely worst, most beastly behavior. If anyone from church ever saw my my Apex streams, I would be embarrassed. I am a bad boy. Hi, Pookie. Did you want a pizza roll?
Hmm?
That would be a yes. They're quite crisp and delicious. She's cold and she's actually wearing gloves in the house and cranked up the heat, so I'm kind of sweating. I have your love to keep me warm. It could be true, you don't know. Would you like a swig of delicious, crisp, refreshing Coke Zero to wash them down?
Patriots lost.
Oh.
They're done.
That would be the #1 ranked Millard South Patriots, who were hoping to win the Nebraska State High School football title this year. They have been knocked out of the playoffs, is that correct? No. They had a really good season going, too. And then Russell Wilson got hurt, and they had to put in Geno Smith. Oh, that's my Seahawks. Actually, Geno Smith's been playing really good. But if the Seahawks don't put a decent offensive line together that can pass block, they're just going to keep getting quarterbacks killed. I'm surprised Russell Wilson's lived as long as he has. He's had some really bad offensive lines the last few years. It's almost like the problem Brett Favre had in his last few seasons at Green Bay. They just kind of relied on his talent and didn't put a lot of pieces around him, and it's a Last Alliance artifact, honey.
What?
Fragments of the Past, an Anglock, no less. 1 artifact collected. I keep thinking he's from Oregon like us, OSU, Oregon State University. I was talking the other night about how I have an Oregon State hat. I enjoy watching you rage. I mean, have a good time. I do both. I rage and have a good time. We have a lot of fun playing. Gipio and Puppet Box play with me pretty regularly, and some nights I'm good, and some nights those guys have to carry me. We played a little bit last night. It was more them carrying me than me playing good, but we always have a good time. Mishi Bug pops in, for those of you who know Mishi. She's a long-time member of the Lotro community here on Twitch, and hadn't seen her pop into a Lotro stream in a long time, and she just turned up and was like, wow, I didn't know you played Apex, and she's quite good. And Nick plays with us occasionally, SKDX Killer and Gwar. And every once in a while I just completely lose it, and people are quite amused by that, because normally I'm relatively chill when I'm playing Lotro. So to watch me just go berserk is, I guess, entertaining. Rusty small chest. Probably no room for whatever was in it. Started playing Overwatch lately. Quite fun, except I'm used to MMOs, not shooters. Well, that's the thing about... There's Puppet Box. Hi, Puppet Box. I was just talking about you. Hopefully your ears weren't burning too bad. In my opinion, Overwatch is not a shooter. Overwatch is a MOBA done from first-person perspective. It's basically just a fancy version of League of Legends. And I've played a lot of pure shooters over the last few decades, starting with Doom, then Quake, Quake 2, Unreal Tournament. Was a big fan of those games, and one of the things I like about Apex is it's very much pure shooter. You have individualized characters, they have some special abilities, but it's the icing, it's not the cake. It's the core game is the core game, and it's really all about shooting and skills, and unfortunately who can run the most elite hacks occasionally. Yeah, it's fast-paced and exciting, and the game looks great, and it plays great, and usually the developers don't work your last nerve, except for occasionally, like the beginning of Season 9, and midway through Season 10. They've had some pretty gnarly server issues come up. But they're very creative. They're adding new maps and new guns and new characters, and there's plot and storyline to some of the stuff that's going on, if you care to follow it. And if you don't, you can just play and have fun. It's not a big deal.
Deep in Anglach, with great works and dark sorceries, Grond, the fearsome battering ram which broke the gates of Minas Tirith, was forged.
And normally, unless I'm running Nala Doom with it was Canna Black and Freelancer, I'm normally pretty calm playing this game. Oh good, somebody else is in here clearing everything. That is fantastic. I tossed up between trying Apex or Overwatch, but more friends play Overwatch. Yeah, it's popular. But I think they did a free weekend with Overwatch right before retail launch, and I have tried it. If they ever made it free to play, I might reinstall it just to be able to hang out with friends once in a while. But by the sounds of things, Overwatch is kind of fading while everybody's waiting for Overwatch 2 to come out. Blizzard quit adding new content to the game and new characters, and they're kind of more interested in developing the new game. Or I'm wrong, one of the two. I don't really follow it that close, so what do I know? And I should say that any opinions expressed during this stream about anybody else's game are strictly my own and may not reflect the opinions of Standing Stone Games, nor do I speak for the company officially in any way. I'm just a schmuck they let on here on Friday nights to putz around and hopefully keep a few folks entertained. Lurk gonna have to distract my son for a bit. Well, we're glad you're here, Sean, even if you're just lurking. Nine of 10 on Alliance artifacts. Soot-smudged page.
The wicked knife, Gulthalk, and Mormagath the Shadowhammer were foremost among the fearsome weapons forged with this new alloy, so he took them for his own.
Oh, OSU Cowboy says, I live in Kansas actually. Met my wife in school, but she's originally from Kansas. I'm glad I scrolled up to make sure I didn't miss that. Yeah, my older sister used to live in Wichita for quite a while. We used to go down for holidays. Gotta love that drive. Heading down to Topeka and then cutting over the Kansas Turnpike. Oh boy. Anytime you're worried about the world being overpopulated with human beings, just drive the Kansas Turnpike some time and it'll calm you down. You'll be like, nope, we still got plenty of room. There used to be a guy that like spawned back here. He was like cut off and stuck behind the cart somehow. That was a thing. Oh, those all died. Good deal. Such a non-scenic drive, isn't it? Yeah. The nice thing is you could fall asleep and wake up an hour later and you wouldn't have hit anything. Might have driven off the road, but it wouldn't have really mattered. Did I not get the 4th rock? Look for more already looted packs. Nope, that's not it. Oh, these are all locked into place, so I've got to check the quest log. Okay. 4 to open. I only have 2 of the 4 strange rocks. Okay, that kind of messes with me. Where did I miss 2 other strange rocks? Yeah, the old Kansas Turnpike. Edward the Gallant? Gipio checking in. Hello, Gipio. Why have I not found more stones? Are they back in here and I just missed them the first time through? Yep, here's one over here. Crude marked stone. Beast Slayer of Udun complete. Beast Slayer advanced begun. Well, really, you're not too far away, OSU Cowboys. If you guys ever have any reason to pop up to Omaha for something, you're in town to watch the College World Series or visit the zoo, let me know. Maybe we can get together and grab a cheeseburger or some buffalo wings or something. You won't have to catch a stream to watch me eat. You could see it live in person. Well, and as creepy as I am, my track record is perfect. I have met Lotro Lady Gun, Eldolith, Desert Owl, the Cookie Mama, Magical Ducky, Simply MJ, and her husband all in person, and they're all still alive and around to talk about it. So, not too creepy of an internet stalker. So I still need one more of those marked stones. I think I found one of them clear up by the entrance. I can't really take it for granted. Should probably work my way all the way back up and see. The big thrill for everybody isn't even talking to me, it's meeting Mrs. Mustafa. Seeing more than just the disembodied hand that turns up to feed me occasionally. I thought just for fun I would start tweeting out about player meetups, and then like wherever Mrs. Mustafa and I were planning on going, I just declared a Nebraska player meetup and everybody should show up at the restaurant we're going to. But Forge Worker Slayers of Udun. You guys are too smart, you'd catch on. Everybody'd be like, why does Big Ed do that? He's terrified of being left alone with Mrs. Mustafa. So he knows that she's going to off him at some point. Oh, dude, now I gotta wait for the respawn? Boy, if I have to exit and come back in, that will not be happiness. Thank you, Pookie. Gerflack goes down.
Who's hanging out with you? I see Gipio, Hard Hit, OSU Cowboys.
All these people.
Callan Watt.
That's young Sean. He lives in Australia.
I thought he went by Young Sean.
He changed his gamer tag.
Okay.
Val stopped by earlier, but she went off to bed. Puppet Box is here. Tux Ramus and Sorcerer Zero, a.k.a. Linda Tepler. Yeah, lots of folks. Gipio says, good evening, Mrs. M.
Oh, there's good. No zinger?
We don't call out lurkers, honey. But I'd like to think there's always a chance that Zinger might be hanging out and watching. Just a chance.
He's your little friend.
And there's that disembodied hand I was talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna lay down and watch a little Rifleman.
Alright, sweetie. If you can keep the volume below 11, that would be terrific.
Or Scooby-Doo.
Ski says, hey, Big Ed and Mrs. M. Hi, Ski. Singer says, hey, Mrs. M. OSU Cowboy says, hey, Mrs. M. Howdy, Mrs. M. And Gipio says, hey, Z. Tux Ramus and Ponton say, hello, Mrs. M. So, I'll extend the invitation if anybody happens to be wandering through Omaha, Nebraska, and you want to say hi, let me know. I can't promise Mrs. Mustafa will be available, but I really don't have a life, so yeah. Hit me up. We'll go somewhere and see how many Coke Zeros I can guzzle. It'll be a good time. Well, you know what? I don't really care about the Tomes of Extraordinary Experience, but if I actually use them, it would get them out of my inventory. Can I do 2 of them in a row? I can. Then maybe I can at least complete this. What do we got? Trousers? New pants. They're better than the old pants.
Can you fix the clock sometime?
Yeah, what's wrong with the clock?
Remember our electricity went out?
What did you do?
Our electricity went out.
Oh, okay. And the clock radio's messed up? Could you confirm that? Is it the clock radio you're talking about?
Well, it's the clock.
Okay.
How many clocks do we have over here?
Well, there's one on the wall right in front of you.
How many clocks?
2. One in front of you and one on your right.
That's an atomic clock. It doesn't ever go bad.
Well, that's why I was a little puzzled by the request. And it goes bad whenever the batteries run out.
You know what? Don't make me punch you.
You'll punch me because you want to, not because I made you.
I will do it in front of witnesses.
I told everybody I want them to meet up with me in person so I'm not left alone with you. Actually, this is a true story. I recently started a new job, and when I was interviewing for it, the first question they hit me with right out of the gate, it was a Zoom interview. And they're like, yeah, so what motivates you? And I'm like, oh, really? That's the first question out of the gate? I'm like, and so I just went smart ass right out of the gate. I'm like, well, to be honest with you, it's fear. Fear of my wife, mostly. Being terrified of making my wife unhappy motivates me to do great things. And then I go, nope, just kidding, actually. And then I went into my correct answer. But despite that, I actually got the job. Maybe because of it, I don't know. But at the time, I was like, oh, I hope that didn't just screw me. But, yeah. It was actually quite a difficult interview process. But, I am enjoying the new gig so far. Goofy Old Lady checking in. Hello, Goofy. Mystic83 says, oh boy, fake news. They probably liked the humor. Actually, they did like the humor. Um, for my second interview, I met 3 of the managers for lunch, and we just sat down and talked. And by the end of lunch, one of the managers was like, "You should be doing stand-up comedy." And I'm like, "Thanks, I'm not quite that funny, but okay." I try to be amusing, at least for myself. It's like during my Labor Day air show when I just say crazy stuff to see if anybody's even paying attention to what I'm blathering about. Yeah, as y'all know, the Corsair was the airplane that helped the French win the Spanish Civil War. And then I chuckle, and then like 2 or 3 pilots look back at me like, "Has Ed been getting into the cough syrup again?" And one of the songs I use in the air show is Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins from the Top Gun soundtrack. And I put a little sound clip from the TV series Archer at the front of it, just because I think it's hilarious. And I've played it the last couple of years during the air show, and I'm probably the only one who knows what it is and why it's funny, and I don't care. It's there just for me. There's 900 confused people sitting out at the park watching the air show going, "Why is there a clip of Archer playing over the PA system?" And I'm just cracking up. I love it. Come on, Arkenstone, you can do it, baby. Yeah, that was all server lag there, by the way. Hard Hit finally noticed that goofy young lady is here. Way to catch up with the rest of the crowd there, Hard Hit. Hard Hit watches like 12 or 15 streams all at the same time, so. I'm trying to remember which way I came up here, but I think it was from that direction, so we'll head this direction. Wow, that's a long message. Let's see what it says here. Gundabad is now available for pre-purchase on the Lotro market at https store new Standing Stone Games.com Lotro expansions. For the first time, there's an upgrade option for this expansion only. If you wish to upgrade to a higher tier at a later time, frequently asked questions is available at https lotro.com. EN for English, game/articles, Fate of Gundabad, FAQ, and information. Artifact chest. Ooh, 2 tattered Doomfold parchments. Hooray! So there's a quest that starts a little further down that'll lead me back up this road. And that's okay. The landscape in Mordor is spectacular if you've not been out here yet. It's amazing what Standing Stone has been able to do with this game engine. It's really dramatic. Discovered the west road to Anglak. Fantastic. Well, I thought there was going to be a quest to discover up there. So far, not so much. So what else we have over here? I might still need to discover these forges or something. See? Discovered forging furnace, 2 of 15. Frightened Numenorian. If you're in Middle Earth and you're killing orcs, you're doing the right thing. I had to put that forge worker down like a dirty dog. Ooh, an artifact chest. Let's loot it. Well, I know I've been back here through all of this stuff. I found an enforcer though, so that was totally worth it. It's a lot of dead bugs. I love the random piles in this section. It just seems so dystopian. Well, I like it because it finally gives you a real reason to... You know, Sauron would have turned all of Middle-earth into this big of a poop hole. Which I would not tolerate because you can't fish here. There are no fish in Mordor. And a Middle-earth without fish would be a dead, empty world. That was just Mrs. Mustafa adding to the ambiance. She is also not particularly ill, merely enjoying the weather changes. I do that too. I have the morning sneezies. And it's funny because people have patterns how they typically sneeze. I'm a double sneezer with a pause in between. I'll sneeze, count, sneeze again. And one of the guys I used to work with, Vince, was a triple sneezer. He always sneezed in threes. It was very rare that he ever just sneezed twice. And then one of my old bosses, Eric, he was a machine gun sneezer, which was both frightening and funny. When he sneezed, he'd be like, "Achoo, achoo, 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 achoo," and he would just go off and he'd sneeze 10 or 12 times in very rapid succession. So what do we got? Gorgoroth wood. Here's a soldier's pack. Let's see if they left anything in it. Sinus and allergies are wondrous, aren't they? They are. John D checking in says, never really thought about what kind I've sneezed, but I do know I'm a loud sneezer. Ponton says, I sneeze a few times because probably all the dust around or something. Oh no, I'm dropping loot. Oh, I lost a Traveler's Steel-bound loot box. That is tragic. Shadow Essence of Vitality. That could potentially be useful, actually. I don't know if I've got any place to slot it or not. Well, I think I was going to switch to those pants, actually. Better armor value, better buffs. Ooh, a treasure cache. Treasures of Udun. That is not a great Forge Works, apparently. Who knew? I did clean my keyboard recently, though it was full of dust and all kinds of stuff. Gipio's a double sneezer, but no need for me to count. It happens rapidly. I think I'm usually pretty good about muting myself if I'm on Twitch, but if I'm just playing casually or streaming in Discord, I think Gipio and Puppet Box have probably heard plenty of completely unmuted, unfiltered noises out of me. Sneezes and coughs and belches and all kinds of good stuff. There's an enforcer. Took a long time because I took out every key one by one to clean it. Jamin says, just got done streaming. I'm drinking a Coca-Cola too. Fantastic. Guy noises. I'm used to it. I'll bet you are. Welcome, Jamin. I will take my own advice and throw Jamin a follow. If you're not following Jamin, go check out his channel and throw him a follow. Open link. Open URL. Friday night. Hardstyle. Oh, you must be playing on Shadowfax? Are you playing on high difficulty? Alright, Jamin's got 2 followers, you guys. Let's show him some love. I'm lucky number 3. One thing we love to do at Lotro Stream is support our fellow Lotro streamers. Tux threw a follow. Hey, I appreciate that a lot. That's okay. We all started out with no followers, and you got to build an audience, and folks who watch and play Lotro love to support Lotro streamers. We are glad you're here. Welcome to the community. And thank you for streaming Lotro. At this point, we're probably the best marketing that Standing Stone Games has. Showing off the game, letting folks know it's alive and well. You can go free to play, you can subscribe, you can play it your way. It's still being developed for. There's great new content on its way. Alright, Gipio and Linda are getting follows in there. Awesome. Thank you guys. We love to share the love. And I think I forgot to shout out Lord Smooches earlier. Shame on me. And he doesn't do it very often, but Gipio started streaming a little bit. So you guys can show Gipio some love and throw him a follow. Die, orc scum. Warden vid's cool. Oh, and here's another longtime friend. Hello, TD Growl. TD Growl, we were just shouting out Jamin LOTR, which I guess stands for Lord of the Rings. New Lotro streamer who just popped in to say hello. And we were getting...
Looking for Big Ed Mustafa?
Getting Jamin shouted out and showing some love. Jamin, thank you for the follow. Most of the folks who follow my channel have sleep issues, and they find that by watching my stream, they get a deeper, more restful sleep and fall asleep faster. Sometimes right at their keyboard, they're like, oh, Big Ed's streaming, I wonder what... And they just doze right off while they watch me. Opulu had claimed to be three times stronger than Ambien when he streams, but I'm the original Ambien Lotro streamer. See, I'm putting Mrs. Mustafa to sleep right now. Although that could be from earlier when I was explaining to her why her hard drive quit working. Yeah, sweetie, that's because the brand new NVMe drive I just stuck in your brand new computer died in less than a week. She was like, I don't care, just get YouTube back up for me. So I did. Texarama says, I've been sleeping really well on Friday nights lately. See? Told you. Watching me is good for your health, Tux. I watch for the Coke Zero porn. Do not operate heavy machinery while watching Big Ed Mustafa. Exactly. Do not watch Big Ed Mustafa unless you have a full 8 hours to devote to restful sleep. I think to get some of these quests rolling, I need to get up into the hills. So I should probably wander up there and figure out what I'm missing out on so far. Dang, broken NVMe, not fun. It's brand new, too. I mean, I just got her new computer built and just fired the thing up last Sunday for the first time. Fortunately, her old solid-state disk drive was still in there. I had basically disabled it in BIOS, and it was just sort of sitting out there. Well, at least I didn't disable it completely, but I made it so it couldn't be booted from. I just kept it in there as a spare, and sure enough, I had to roll back to it tonight, so I'll get that figured out. One thing I will say with NVMe drives, I've had to replace a couple of them now. They just go. There's no warning, there's no indication there's a problem. They're just working, and then the next minute they're not. They're just over and done with. And I think more often than not, it's the controller chip just goes out on them for whatever reason. And her system, I mean, it's a 5600G, which is 65 watts for both the CPU and GPU, because it's built integrated graphics. And I've got dual case fans on this thing. Very good cooling. There's no reason why the thing should have been under any stress or any additional heat. And perfect operating environment. And it just... you just never know. I've got solid-state disk drives that have lasted for years and years and years and years. The oldest one that I know of for sure, Mrs. M's might be newer than this one, but I built my friend Jeff, I play Fallout 76 with occasionally, a system back in 2016. And he's got a Team Group SATA SSD in it, and it's still going strong. Which is one of the reasons why I like their product, that and because they're cheap. You never know how these delivery people are going to treat you. True. $509 views on YouTube from your last stream. I know, it's crazy. And then, well, that was two weeks ago. Then last week's stream had over 300. I don't know why. Folks are watching the Big Ed. Just helps them get that extra rest they need. I had a ticket a few days ago requesting that a temp username and email access be provisioned. Okay, no problem. The person who submitted the ticket has emailed me twice. Closed the ticket saying, like, access provided, username is XXX, temp password is XXX. The reason I'm being emailed, the person who submitted the ticket does not understand how the temp is supposed to log in. Moobot says the legendary item system is being revamped with Game Update 30.3. To learn more about how the system works and how it affects your current LIs, check out the article here. Can't remember who. I designated somebody as my business manager so they could follow up with the Coca-Cola people, get me that sponsorship deal. Been pimping their crisp, delicious, refreshing product for years now. My only reward is being able to buy it on sale at my local supermarket. I guess I'm a little bit like NBC's Peacock streaming service. Nobody's going to pay for it when they can get it for free. There's a new forge. And I'm dropping more loot. I don't know that I care about the loot very much. Although that was a Gorgoroth crafting bundle, it would have been nice to retain more of that stuff. I just don't have backspace. Ooh, I found a something. Ooh, a spy. Ooh, a spy. Ooh, a sentry. Hey, come here, you. What do we got here? A mantle? Those are shoulder pads. Yeah, those are quite a bit better than my current shoulder pads. Actually, the armor rating's a little low. But the buffs are a lot better. I'm just going to throw the rest of those the hell away. Greater crafting acceleration. I'm already maxed out in crafting. Jade gemstones. What else we got? Reeking filth. I've only got 4 pieces of it. Goodbye. So we'll make those my new shoulder pads. I think this is that Athelian Captain's armor I traded for. Athelian Seeker's armor, okay. More Gorgoroth crafting bundles dropping out. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. And no place to put it. I wouldn't even know what to do with most of this. There we go. Problem solved. We need to tag Coke Zero in the reteach when Big Ed streams. Maybe if someone from Coke plays Lotro and finds this stream. Alright, where else can we go up at? That was one. And there's the delayed second sneeze. That's how I do it. They did that on South Park on an episode. Cartman's like standing up in front of the whole class talking, and then all of a sudden his face just freezes in this weird contorted look, like, and then he sneezes. It was pretty funny. Because that happens sometimes. Okay, well, we got as far as we could in here. Lots of crafting material I can't use. Around the middle of your bags, you have what look like some of the Dol Amrith consumable rep items you can use. Unless they're just the barter tokens. They are the barter tokens. I would have used all of the ones that I could. We'll right-click on them just to be sure. But yeah, for some reason I've got it in my head I'm going to go back to Dol Amrith and try to finish up the rep. So I either need to do that at some point, or I need to pass those tokens on to who's ever next here on Arkenstone. I've got several more characters below Lenorian yet. Kill a troll, okay. They did not make it. Let's figure out where else I can go up at, I guess. Soldier Slayer of Udun Advanced complete. New deed, Slayer of Udun. That, boys and girls, is how you play free-to-play. You just keep finishing those deeds and racking up them Lotro points. Elaborate gear works. So instead of completing a quest, I have discovered yet another quest that will force me to wander aimlessly. Looking for ways used a crankshaft, 9 of 9. Simple gear works. This game is all about wandering aimlessly. You were not wrong. You just said you were at max level with that rep when you clicked on the tokens. Yeah. I didn't even pay attention. Max rep, max rep, max rep. The library, I'm not at max rep. So I will get those forwarded on to who's ever next up. I don't think I've got anybody else that's going to be at Dol Amroth anytime soon. I have a Burglar, Mirabella, and a Guardian Shanaria here on Arkenstone. I think they're both in their mid to high 50s. Audrafina is my Runekeeper on Arkenstone, and she's in her low 60s, maybe upper 60s now. I don't remember. Been playing a Runekeeper on Evernight, so I haven't been playing Audrafina on Arkenstone.
We quelled forges and collapsed mines as we went, but in the end, Udun's best defense was our own haste to pursue the enemy.
Discovered the forging furnace. Elaborate gear works. Udun's a bit of a grind because there's so many creatures to fight. Coming here under geared or under level is an exercise in tedium. It's just a lot of stuff to fight your way through. Bargon says, Big Ed on a Friday night, a nice tradition. I've been doing this a while too. It really is getting to be a tradition, isn't it? You'd think they'd find somebody better to cover Friday nights and kick me off of here, but so far, so good. I would think they would give you a free VIP for the time you spend on their channel. You know, the problem with that, I am a unicorn. I might be the world's only 15-year free-to-play player. I started before launch playing in the beta, and I've never subscribed. So what's funny is I think it was Canna was telling me he was in some Reddit sub-forum that I've never been to, don't know, and they were like, oh yeah, if you want to know about free-to-play, you need to check out this Big Ed Mustafa guy. If I actually went VIP, I think it would be like, oh no. I suppose the most appropriate comparison would be, I would be like, you'd be killing the last dodo bird. It's like, yeah, Big Ed was kind of dumb and ugly, but he was free to play. And then they gave him VIP. I have an alternate account. I could see maybe having a VIP account different from this particular account. But I set that up so when my niece and nephew were hanging out here, they could actually play together. And that hasn't happened in about, 10 years now. Jacob's too busy playing Call of Duty on Xbox, and Haley likes to play Sims 4. And I built her the ultimate Sims 4 gaming PC earlier this year. Your stash management doesn't exactly promote the game. That alone would be good advertising. That's true. They did give free VIP years ago. It was a VIP trial. You just entered card info. They charged you nothing. Oh, you don't ever do that. It's your trademark. I know, that would be like waiting till I was done streaming to eat. Nobody wants that. And amazingly, I'm through that big plate of pizza rolls, the last one here. Yeah, those were good, and the worst part is if she went out and refilled that plate, I think I could eat a whole second plate of those too. I'm just like, nom, 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 nom. Discovered the Foundry deck. Can I get under here? Nope, I gotta go back up. But that might have been audible. I was not expecting that to be as loud as it was. Get enough Coke Zero getting dumped on top of enough pizza rolls. It's bound to happen. If you ever did it again, Ed would jump on it. It'd be free. That's true. But it would only be for the 1 month. I don't know, it'd really be any particular benefit now. And I only have a few characters that are below 50th level. By the time they get up to that level, I've got most everything already unlocked on them. Well, unlock swift travel would be open forever. Oh, okay. I'd be lying if I said that that sucked. Yeah, swift travel would be pretty nice. This is why you have to work your way all the way up here into the hills, because a lot of the quest stuff you're looking for is kind of hidden away off of the main path. Elaborate gear works, and I'm supposed to be finding some of these trap doors too, and I remember that being a problem. Or open hatches and closed hatches. That's a thing. There's more enforcers up here. Slow travel, you mean potty pizza roll break time? Exactly. If I had fast travel unlocked, I'd probably wet myself. I needed a bio break, but I kept fast traveling. Ponton says, I best be off now. Have fun storming the castle. Good night, Ponton. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Now, Ponton's a guy who knows a lot about Lotro. Quest ready to advance. Turning the gears. Gears are turned. I'm a simple man who turns simple gears. What do we got here? A shield? Ooh, that's a lot better than what I'm carrying. Okay, what should we throw away, Ed? Tomes of Tracking. Goodbye. Oh, so they have a captain and a minstrel's version in here. That's pretty cool. So I'm slowly but surely improving my armor, while I'm also adding Light of Ariandel to my loadout, which is good. Although that doesn't show any Light of Ariandel, but it's still deconstructible for motes of enchantment. That's weird. Alright. Complete the caretaker. Is that the sound of goats you hear? I've killed all the goats. So much junk I don't need. You know, one of the things that's nice about the new legendary item system, I just realized, I don't have a bunch of stupid useless LIs popping into my loot. Used to have to destroy those on a regular basis, so now they're kind of not a problem anymore. Artifact chest. And it leaves more for Traveler Steelbound loot boxes, which everybody loves. Where is the caretaker? I would like to take care of him. Hello, Mr. Caretaker. He is stuck under a rock. He's stuck under a rock. He is not stuck under a rock. I will close my bag. Some people actually get triggered seeing me running around with bags like that. Their brains cannot compute. Where's this caretaker fella I need to murder? Defeat spies. Complete the caretaker. I guess I just need to go find some goats now. I already did this section of them. I can't reactivate the levers that bring the goats. Singer says, no, bags are fine. I don't even have to kill orcs, and I'm still killing orcs. It's the right thing to do. I'm sure I got this forge over here, but we'll double check it. I remember it had the open hatches on either side. We've definitely been here. I wonder if we'll ever see desert areas in Lotro. I guess you could have deserts maybe if they do Harad or the Easterling Kingdoms. But I don't recall any desert descriptions from the books. I mean, there are probably some in Middle-earth somewhere, but Tolkien didn't write about them much. See, this is where we need Ponton back, because I don't know how much detail he gave about some of those far-off lands. Can't use the shoe emote yet. Oh, shoo away the pets. Okay. There is a reference to deserts in the south, treeless lands with intense sun. Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, that could be desert. And you've got Harad and Khand kingdoms. Those could be desert lands. I don't know if Rune's dry enough to be desert necessarily. But yeah, there's still plenty of stuff to get fleshed out. Most of known Middle Earth looks pretty green on the map, though. I suppose, Forakel gets too much snow to be considered a desert. Sam talks about it in book 2. Well, there you go, Margon. Thank you. May not be PC, but he does say dark-skinned. Flower picking in North Ithilien is pretty desert, Ed. I see what you did there. I don't even need to kill them, but I feel like I owe it to them. How can they know if they've tested themselves in battle unless I murder them? Ooh, a soldier's pack. And I found something. Coco Captain checking in. In other words, you're just a harsh trainer. I've been here in a good while. How's it been? Lotro's going gangbusters, actually. Yeah, I don't know when the last time you've played was, but they've added the new Brawler class. People are having a lot of fun with that. We're getting ready for the Gundabad expansion to launch. Lotro stream's busy. We've got a lot of quality streamers on, plus me. Thundering yell can be heard from somewhere near the foundry deck in Udun. Well, great. Where the hell's that? Yeah, Lotro's alive and well and doing good. If I were the foundry deck, where would I be? I recall correctly, my main is on Minas Morgul's second tier. Yeah, I liked Minas Morgul. That was a good ad. Okay, I need to figure out who the heck's yelling. Oh, it switched over to the wrong quest, that's why. Defeat the caretaker. Oh, the deck was up there. That was those 3 wheels I ran into. Okay. I just want to make sure I get my steps in, apparently. I heard about the LI change, so I decided it's time for a 47th alt or something close to that. People really actually seem pretty happy with the legendary item changes. It's really worked out pretty well, it seems. I've only converted one character over, but it was pretty straightforward. The new LI system seems to be a bit streamlined, pretty slick, a little more flexibility. And yeah, it's a good thing. The one question I did have is how it'll feel getting there on a new character. I thought I needed a couple more enforcers, so I wanted to stop and kill that one. Hopefully I can run into 1 or 2 more up here. That's what's nice about Lotro, Coco Captain. It's here waiting for you whenever you're ready to come back. Oof, excuse me. I've heard that some players wander off and go try other games periodically. Not me, of course. But, it said he was supposed to be up here on the deck. Where is he? Okay, I'm a little annoyed now. He's got to be close. Where's the caretaker? Oh, caretaker, come here, boy. Is that the caretaker? Yep. Booktivol did not make it. What's that horn for? Ilgamel's horn. Oh, maybe that was the epic storyline I was working on. I didn't have Milgamel summoned, so... Yeah, I need to survey some spots. Okay. I do have some epic storyline I need to be working on. Who knew? Assault shield. Nothing there. Alrighty then. There's a couple of quests knocked out. Tuxramus said, I still haven't figured it out. I'll need to log in over the weekend to get to know it. I've seen some streamer the other day get his first Cappy LI at Moria, and so we finally have all the weapon types to choose from on that first one after all these years. Yeah, they did a nice job of revamping it and fixing a lot of stuff and making it less janky. If you came forward, visit the Udun foothold to check on the fate of the surrendered people. Alright, we can hunt spies. I guess that would be productive. They are that away. Do we have spies over here? Right here somewhere, maybe? There's a spy right there. Let's murder him. Ooh, there's my last enforcer. We're getting some work done tonight, that's for sure. What are we looking for? Abandoned packs and spies. Forge Worker Slayer of Udun advance done. Why is there no spy back here? I'm not sure it's a nationally beloved movie, though. Spies Like Us is a movie I can keep watching over and over and probably never get bored of it. Gonna go steal Kuzbei's supply of hot water for my shower. Have a great night, all. Linda, thanks for coming by. Always a pleasure to see you. Have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you again soon. It's a great movie. Tux Ramus and Zinger both enjoy Spies Like Us. See, I don't need to kill any more orcs or forge workers, but I have to kill orcs and forge workers just to walk around and search for soldiers' packs and stuff. Is this Redline Minstrel? It is Redline Minstrel. The Warrior Skald. It's also me wandering around lost looking for soldiers' packs and spies. Says there's something this way, but I sure didn't see it. Come on, Arkenstone. There you go. That was actually pure server lag, not the stream. Ooh, there's a double. Spy and pack. Found something good. What weapon do you use? I am currently wielding an old style first age imbued sword. Let's see if we can pull it up here. I've euphemistically called DPS sword. It's maxed on damage. 71 of 71 levels. 33 stones in it, or Anthelus Starlit Crystals, I should say. I did not get my Anthelus Crystals of Remembrance. But at some point I'll turn this in and move over to the new legendary weapons system. So it only does 478 damage per second. That seems oddly low. Oh well. I kind of remember hated running around trying to finish some of these quests. Took me a while to figure out the goat one the last time. It's a lot of ground you have to cover running up and down. He did not make it. There's my last spy finally, thank goodness. We are back at the foothold.
Things will go from bad to worse, I expect. This land makes my skin crawl.
A riddle has come to us, perhaps of great importance.
You find us bereft of command or purpose.
If the whispers are true, there are signal flags understood only by the forge workers.
King Eomer is here. And I think this is going to bear following up with. But I think I'm going to call it a stream, boys and girls. I am getting a little wiped out. You know the rules. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Let's see, who else is streaming right now? Too Old to Game is playing New World. He also streams Lotro once in a while. Our friend the Buddha Fist is playing Medusa's Labyrinth. Not seeing a whole lot of Lotro streamers, though. What else we got here? Maybe some more new folks. Well, don't go away, Margon. You want to be in on the raid. I think we might end up making a new friend. Wicked Knight. Franklin 1995. And Warpshinka. Alright, I'm just randomly going to pick Franklin 1995. Let's all go say hi. This is another streamer with 2 viewers right now. They will be quite happy to see us. Everybody have a great night. I will be on my personal channel this weekend, and feel free to come by and say hello. Raid. Follower or subscriber only chat. Yeah, okay. Have a great weekend, everybody. Talk to you soon. Peace out.